Well, you're getting a little bit of an extra opportunity, the literal timing, and we do operate, of course, these air shows not to the minute but to the second. He is due on at minute 20, 15:20 local time. So talking to the air traffic control at Prestwick and also to the controllers here. It's currently based at Doncaster, Sheffield, Robin Hood Airport, which of course was former RAF Finningley. There you go. I don't know whether you heard that in the background, but they called out Phil O'Dell and Bill Ramsey that they're established in the hold and ready to display. The aircraft has a full complement crew of 5 if you're flying in that configuration, but they don't always use that many these days because navigation plotters and radar operators are not really an essential part of the crew. That's the call now. I've heard them say cleared to display. So if you look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, very soon they'll be opening the taps on those 4 Bristol Olympus turbojets. A total of 44,000 pounds of thrust. A range of 2,500 miles. And a surface ceiling an incredible 55,000 feet. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and what a vast crowd it is here today to witness this piece of history. We lucky few here at the Scottish Airshow 2015. The one and only Avro Vulcan. See now earlier on those old-style Olympus engines tended to be, as they were called, smokers, not the most refined, but incredibly strong, simple, and as I say, very, very powerful. This aircraft has been maintained entirely by your support, by public donation. Over £22 million, including a £2.5 million lottery funding over the past nearly 10 years. You see, not the quietest of aircraft, but certainly one of the most impressive. There's the gear going down now, dangling the unlocks down and dirty for a slow speed run. Well, you may wonder why it's the last season for the Vulcan. It's not because the aircraft is not capable of flying, that manifestly is so. But there is such an enormous amount of technical backup required. It requires 3 or more professional aerospace companies to maintain it, and quite frankly there isn't the technical expertise anymore coming from the people that used to work on these aircraft. And also the time life on the fuselage is getting longer and longer. The fatigue of course increases the more you fly, so there has to become a point where we say glorious, but enough. Rather more like a fighter than a bomber, and indeed in the cockpit you don't have the standard ram's horn that you would expect, but in fact a straight fighter pilot type stick. Incredibly powerful, incredibly agile, and also in its role incredibly efficient and effective. Doors are open, breaking down at the bottom of the aircraft just gives you an idea of just what amount of ordnance this aircraft could deliver when it had to. It was a Vulcan that flew one of the longest bombing sorties, if not the longest bombing sortie in the world, with an incredible number of aero refuels all the way down to the Falkland Islands for a bombing raid on the runway to Port Stanley during the Falklands War. And no other aircraft in the world could have done that. Played a very significant part in securing